I've been tearing up this 1.3. Red came in the office and was like, oh my God, you're still playing that? And I was like, yeah. So is it that good? And I was like, yeah, it's that good. It's insanely good. Yes, it needs some tuning. Loot needs tuning. The Bandit Apocalypse needs to get toned down a little bit. And let me tell you, that Roguery Raider life that I'm always pitching to you just got real. It's thug life now, baby. And it's brutal. I'm going to wait until War Sales drops to update all my faction guides. And I'm going to do a ton more of the RP guides. I think they're a lot of fun. I love doing them. And I've got a whole fucking sheet here of ideas. I have raided so much in this game, I can't even tell you. And you used to be able to come into an enemy territory, go village to village to village, and they would send an army out. But the problem was always that the AI armies were full of shit troops. So then you'd hit them again and you just farm them over and over and over. Well, those days are gone, folks. You can't beat them up like you used to because they've got high-level troops. And let me tell you something. These nobles of Valandia that I used to just bully. I mean, I'd come over here and just wipe army after army, village after village. I'd light this whole thing on fire. Not anymore. Look who shows up here on the hill with his 307-man army. Looking like some Lord of the Rings shit coming down here to wipe out this Khazad horde. And look at this army composition. Look at that cavalry. 195. And let me tell you something. You used to see that and know that over 80% of it was tier 1 or tier 2. And real quick, the art updates. From the main menu screens to the touch-ups on the unit cards. Look how good these look. I mean, it looks incredible. I really am a huge fan of these changes. Let me tell you something. Don't go putting caps on noble troops now. You better have motherfucking noble troops. Look at these banner knights, bro. This is like porn for Valandian mains, isn't it? Dude, they are so lethal now. Oh, look at Girthy Dirthy. Huh? What's he telling you? Long live Valandia. You can see that horse struggling to hold up all that awesome armor and dick, you stud. And the King of Valandia's got a special message for you, Bannerlords. If you're wondering how that Valandian campaign AI is after the patch, let me tell you, it's doing just fine. Make sure when you see an enemy army, you take a good look at what their composition is. He will come and wreck your shit, and he is defending his land. I mean, this guy is like a steel curtain over here with this defense. And I want to give a special salute to my favorite perk in all of Bannerlord, the one that I have preached about since the beginning. Whether it was a Khazad raiding party with the Steppe Bandits, Battalion raiding parties with the Forest Bandits, or the Sturgian raiding parties with the Sea Raiders. My favorite perk in all of Bannerlord just went Supernova. From the start of this channel, I've been telling you, partners in crime, partners in crime. You don't listen to me. Breaks my heart how you don't listen to me. But let me tell you something. You better hear me now. What I just tell you, partners in crime just went Supernova. And until they nerf the amount of bandits on the map, this is the greatest perk in all of Bannerlord. For those of you maybe new to the channel and you weren't here for the instruction, let me introduce you to Partners in Crime and show you how it works. You're going to level your roguery up to 150. You do get a nice chunk of roguery for hitting caravans, but let me tell you, with these polearm changes and cav changes, these merc cav are for real and they will put you in the dirt. So just be warned, you can still take down caravans, but they make you work for it now, and you can expect to take some casualties, especially on the armed caravans. I mean, look at this loot, dude. That's caravan loot. Oh my God, with the Sumpter horses though, huh? Anyone need a Sumpter horse? Because I've got about 5,000. I'm just start chopping them up for food now because you just get them. Might as well turn them into some meat, right? I took down that whole 40-man caravan and all that, and I got one piece of jewelry, one tool, and that's with 118 roguery. So almost 30% extra loot. That's how bad the loot is. I mean, you used to get more than this off a party of 16 Sea Raiders. So you can raid caravans, but let me just tell you, I've limped away from some caravan raiding with just a few troops left. Like I said, those polearm changes made cavalry lances insanely brutal, and horse archers are dying by the dozens these days. If you have the numbers and you hit those smaller caravans, you're good. But if you go at one of those armed caravans with like 50 guys and you only have like 60, just know that shit can go sideways quick. These caravans ain't playing. This is the easiest way to do it. Defeat bandit parties, hold on to the prisoners until you can recruit them. You recruit them and you fight with bandit troops. These kind of come later in the game, but right at the beginning of the game, right here, recruit and lead bandit troops. I get to doing this very quickly. Another thing you can do very early in the game is alleyways. It doesn't seem like they've changed that mechanic at all, and defending your alleyway will give you a massive chunk of roguery. If you don't know how to set up an alleyway, I got a whole guide on it right here. Push your roguery as hard as you can to 150. Here we go. We're grabbing it. What does it say? Surrendering bandit parties can be recruited. And remember, we also have the Scarface talent, 30% chance for bandits, villagers, and caravans to surrender. There's a few factors that seem to determine whether the bandit party will surrender. One of the biggest ones is how much bigger is your party. If your party is a lot bigger than theirs and you have some good troops in your group, they're a lot more likely to surrender. That's part of the calculation. And then, of course, you bring in that extra 30% chance. I'm merking for the Southern Empire, so I'm over here raiding in Valandian territory. But you can see if I want any horse archers, I'm going to have to get them on Amazon because there ain't no Khazate horse archers out here. And I only have an army of 62. However, I could have an army of 119. Well, I think the Sea Raiders would agree with me that it's a lot harder to raid, and these noble and lord armies are a lot harder now. So if we're going to have success as the raiding groups here, we're going to have to team up and get together. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to talk to them. Hey, fellas, this new patch is a motherfucker, huh? Let's team up and see what we can do together. And once you get that partners in crime talent, here you are. You can force them to serve under your command. There's 12 troops right there. And now there's just stacks and stacks of bandits everywhere. When it comes to the looting, I do think that the looter parties really shouldn't have much loot on them. Like, they should have a little bit of food and maybe some broken tools, cloth armor, stuff like that. But when you get to farming big bandit parties, I think the loot needs to be kicked up just a little bit. Not crazy. I actually do like that money's a little harder to come by in the early game. You used to be able to just go out, recruit the best troops, level them all the way up to T6, and just get rolling right away. Now you can see with my army here that I only have 20 Consguard because I was respecting the Consguard cap that I usually give myself, but that's gone. Okay, you better have noble troops in your army, and you better have enough of them. I'm not saying you got to have all of them, but let me tell you, you come up against other lord parties now, they got noble troops, and it is raining death out here now, and you better come for war. You never took casualties like that. Even with a low-level horse archer army, you could just crush noble army after noble army. And now, you better bring real troops, folks. Look how vulnerable I am behind enemy lines. It's not good. Now, what you will notice, though, the good news here is that a lot of our casualties, Sea Raiders. And those aren't real casualties because I can just get a bunch more. Do remember, one of the factors that influences whether they surrender or not is the size of your party. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to let my numbers come up and let my wounded heal. When you're picking your targets of opportunity now, make sure you highlight the party and really see the composition. Because if you've got 100 cavalry in there, just know that's real cavalry now. That ain't those tier 1s on those Sumpter horses. It's Banner Knights. Look at how good the AI is about defending their lands now. Dude, it's all you can do to survive out here. And the change is unbelievable. I used to go from just village to village to village. You'd level like 60 roguery points in one sweep. Now, you can't even burn one village to the ground before some noble with some stacked ass Valandian army comes out here. That roguery life is real now. And what's really sad about it is that the payoff used to be there, but now with the loot changes, kind of not.
Stop there, stranger.
I do feel like at some times and some places, there are just entirely too many bandits on the map. But this is a tuning issue. When it comes to the sneak and stealth mechanics that they've implemented, I think they offer some wonderful depth that this game desperately needed. It's so cool, and it's very well implemented. I've been so impressed. I mean, come on. You guys know how much I love roguery builds, so you can just imagine how much fun I'm having here. Fuck! Oh, you saw it. The only changes I would make is that on challenging difficulty, which is what this is on, I would make it so if they spot you, they start screaming for help so that it pretty much alerts anyone in the camp if you get spotted. Gonna hit him walking. Told you. Who'd I tell you was the master rogue? Bobo Khan. And here comes the Boklahoma gang. Pistols out. Let's go, fellas. All that sneaking around and all that shit. And this is the loot I get. Out of that whole hideout, there wasn't one bow or stack of arrows. You don't think a step bandit hideout should have some nice horses? So that kind of sucks. Incredible. Incredible changes. Incredible stability. Still some things we need to tune, and we're going to do it. You know we're going to do it because we've got war sales coming. So we are in active development now. Welcome back, Tale Worlds. This is a beautiful patch, and I look forward to playing it more and more and more. I can't even express to you the hype train I'm on about war sales now. If this is where we're at here by the time war sales launches, oh my God, folks. If you're on PC, family, get in on this beta. I swear to God, you're going to have a ball, although we're all on that Witcher start now where we're broke as hell for like the first 5 years because the looting sucks. But there's a part of me that kind of likes it difficult. I'll close with this point on looting, and this is a hill I'm willing to die on. There needs to be that every once in a while when you're on a playthrough and you kill a random Sea Raider party and you get an awesome piece of armor that you can sell for a ton of money or wear it. That is an epic playthrough. Now, the fact that it doesn't happen all the time is essential, but the fact that it can happen is also essential. And that's a very tough balance to strike, but that's where we need to land. So let's tune it up, let's tune it down, and let's figure out where it's at. 1.3 is Bannerlord at its best, and it's only getting better. I've got about 3 pages over here of guides, playthrough ideas, just all types of goodies coming to you, my Banner bros. So get ready. We're about to have a lot of fun together. Oklahoma out.